EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Winston now to throw on first down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. His pass. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Finding Fells complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Touchdown. Darren Fells. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's caught out wide by Stills. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Looking into the raindrops and he muffs it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Winston now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
The Texans 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Miles Jack. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the 50, it's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go play action. Winston. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 23. Mixon. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Jaguars 14, Texans 7. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 7 at the
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it with Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
8-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38, Winston. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10.
A good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Able to shake, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Cameron Wake, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2 yards.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Lambo will put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Austin. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, Winston again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jameis again. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Houston.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Stills. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake, Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
27-yard line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 31, Texans 13.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
47's the mic. 47.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Caleb on.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Texans first down.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The stop by
tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Watson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
turnover on downs.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm trying to collect. 51.
Winston now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
Check 41. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 1st down, Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 38, Winston. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This is Mixon. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by Lambeau is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Blue down.
Now they run with Mixon, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
At the 8-yard line.
3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
5-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
DJ Hall.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of
the Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
A gain of only a yard.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson gets one into the hands of Cobb. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Finding fouls complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
A gain of 3 on the play.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, but it's going to be second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Texans, first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off around the 37. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Ready? You ready? Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 41, Mike. Let me go.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Ready? Back, 45, behind.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.